Oh, hello there. So, you have come to my shop. Well, let yourself in. It's nice and warm in here. I know it's cold outside, and it is the winter, but in my shop, in my chocolatier's shop, where we also make cakes, I'm Bartholomew Jenkins. This is quite the place to be. If I don't say so myself, I paid a pretty penny for this place, and I will not have it tarnished by the likes of ruffians, and so you are welcome. I see by your attire and by the way that you act that you are most definitely not one of these ruffians in which I do not allow into this establishment. So, sir, what is your pleasure? What will you partake in? Do you enjoy a chocolate now and then? I know you do, sir. You are quite plump. I do, if I do say so myself. So, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a treat for the afternoon or a light summer? Ooh, well, you want the special kind. Well, I don't quite know you, sir. You seem like a new person from out of town. I haven't seen you in my establishment before this second, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline that offer because my chocolates, quite like a potion seller down the road, who was very rude to me and is quite mad, I tell you, mad. He said that his potions were not for sale for anyone. And I think it is because he has put some sort of magic within them that is only for himself. But my chocolatier shop is open to anyone. So you said you wanted, back to the matter at hand, you said that you wanted some special chocolates. Well, like I said before, sir, I do not know you, so I'm afraid I will have to decline. And the chocolates which I hold within the depths of this store, within the locker, which is also the lock within my heart, which you must open to retrieve the chocolates within that locker. Those chocolates were made by my great-grandfather, and they have been locked in there and brewing for only the most special customers. I have served to many kings. I have served all across the land, and, sir, I tell you, I do not let those chocolates go. Never, never will I ever let those chocolates go. And if you want one, you're going to have to dazzle me in ways in which I have never been dazzled before within all of my life. Ways in which a mortal man such as you, even though, may I say so, you do look impeccably dressed, do not dazzle me. What? You bring coins? I spit on your coins. You cannot just put coins on the table. You have to offer me something which I have never seen. What talents do you have? Talents of a mere man. No, that is not enough. You will never see those chocolates, sir. They are locked within them walls which are so dark and so damp. They are locked within locks and locks, made by people who have died years ago. Keys which I have swallowed, and have lost, and have refound, and have melted, and then have rebound into new keys, and have lost again, sir. You will never, never in your wildest dreams even wish to know what is within those damned cage in which I hold the world's greatest, if I do say so myself, being a fourth-generation chocolatier and wedding cake maker. Chocolates, sir. I have eaten chocolates since the day I was born. Since the day I crawled out of my mother's pussy, I have eaten chocolate after chocolate. And I do have a training regimen, unlike any other man, because it really does affect me. And I do have diabetes. Since the age of 4, in the Middle Ages, I have had to eat the livers. Excuse me while I adjust my spectacles, sir. I have eaten the liver of many a wild beast, and I have gone to many a potion seller to get my special tonics to keep me alive. And I have not done that in vain, sir. I have done that to protect my family's name and to make sure that no one ever touches these chocolates in which are locked within my heart of hearts and the mind which which is one big bowl of chocolate, which sometimes drains and needs to be replenished, in which I do, because I'm a chocolatier and I eat my own supplies, even though you should never eat your own supplies. It is disgraceful. My father would have spanked me for doing such a thing, but alas, I do have ailments which require sugar that only chocolate can provide. And I've also got gout of the brain, which doth make me quite sad on a day, and it requires me to partake in these confectionery items. So, what have you got to show me? Nothing. Nothing, I say. Nothing that can attain what I have already told you. You can never attain. Never even think to attain. Those chocolates, they are the chocolates that have been handed down by God Himself. I do not know how they were made, but I have only glimpsed them a few times, and each time my eyes have lay upon that crusty, decadent, shit brown block of sweet divineness. I have never seen something such impeccable as this within my life. A tear has been brought to my eye, even reminiscing, even remembering, even thinking about the view in which those chocolates do give me. And I don't even wish to speak upon it. I don't even wish to dream upon it. It is not the dreams of nectar and golden elixir in which you believe, sir, in which I may have led you to believe. It is a path that brings you only into despair and darkness, everlasting darkness. Many a night have I dreamt, have I shouted, have I screamed within these walls of my chocolate factory. Many a night have I spanked each and every single one of my employees. Many a day have I worked tirelessly and toiled till my bones cracked and the sweat would pour no more from my head, and my body drenched and wet. I will never see those chocolates. And if I will never see them, by God and by country and by my great-great-grandfather, the original Chocolatier, I will never let you listen to anything to do with chocolates. So you will have to pick something which is right here on the shop front, or you will have to, I am afraid, pardon my language, get the fuck out of my shop. You understand me, sir? Good. Now that we have had that talk, and you understand me, and I understand you a bit as well, I understand that you are perturbed a bit. Sir, you cannot say that you are not perturbed. You must be perturbed. You cannot look at those chocolates. I beg you. I plead with you. You cannot. I will give you the key, but you cannot look at them. There are bones of men. There are bones of kings who have knelt by this chocolate and have stared at it for their short lives after they have seen it. And you cannot. I beg of you. I beg of you. I'm not only a chocolatier and a wedding cake maker, sir. I'm the guarder of the greatest treasure that any man, mortal or immortal on that matter, God has ever even seen. You will never look upon this and escape with your life, sir. I promise you this. I promise you. I once had my neighbor Kenny, not like the one from Phineas and Ferb, but a different one. He looked at it. He looked at it. And you know what happened to him, sir? You know. He's there in a pile of bones with all of the rest of them. They're all dead. All of them looked upon the chocolate. All of them wanted it. but they couldn't touch it because it was too divine, sir. Too divine! So, sir, I ask you, nay, I beg you, nay, I plead, I wish I did not have this life. I wish, sir, but this is my burden to bear, you see. I must stop you. You cannot look upon this chocolate. I see your mind is already made. I see there is no dissuading you. Not even I could stop you. Even if I tried, you could beat me, and steal the key and look upon it. So I shall not put myself in harm, sir. I shall not for another man, not for another fool. Here's the key. You go and look at it. You go and learn. In your short life afterwards, I hope that you have found peace in this life, because the chocolate, which you will look at, it will be at peace with your soul, stolen within it for all of eternity. The souls of men within those chocolates, men and women, all brave and strong. I spoke to them all, I knew them all, I saw them all. Each one of them heard this story, each one of them, and they all went anyway. I will not burden myself with the sad thoughts of the forgotten and the dead any longer. Take it, go round the back, I'll let you in, go round the back. I open the thing for you, go round the back, it's right there in the back, right down the alleyway. Don't say I didn't warn you, sir. Don't say I didn't. You knew the repercussions, you knew what would happen, and you went anyway. Oh, I'm going to need a hefty potion after this. Oh my goodness me. The people within this world. Is it fate that drives them to look at such chocolate, which I have had within my family for all these years? Or is it just destiny? Is it their own desires? Is it their own will? Or is it just destiny? I do not know if man has any control. I don't know how many more men and women shall come through my chocolate doors and break within and say that they want to take my chocolate, my prize, and then will die trying. I do not know how many more shall do this. I don't. I wish it never happened. I wish I was never born. I wish I never had to have this burden upon me to watch as they die, kneeling and looking at the chocolate. Only I have the bloodline that can survive such a sight, and only I can look upon it for 5 seconds at most. My goodness, the tribulations I go through for these peasants. I could have been so much more. You are banned from this chocolate establishment. All you heed this warning, you are banned from looking at that chocolate. The chocolate which no man shall look at, or they will be trapped within these walls forever. Forever! Fucking, I'm done with this shit. Fucking retarded.